Hello, Aries. All right, Aries, we're getting ready for this total lunar eclipse. So, what are you totally letting go of? All right, let's get into it. All right, let's get into your reading. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. We have a total lunar eclipse. We are in eclipse season. That's right, we are in eclipse season. During eclipse season, we usually have a lunar and solar eclipse during the eclipse season. And we have a total lunar eclipse on the same day as the full moon. Yep. Same day as the full moon, which is on the 14th of March. That's right. Right now, Venus is retrograde. And then the day after the total lunar eclipse, which is on the same day as the full moon, which is on the 14th of March, the day after the day after March 14th, Mercury, which is the 15th of March 14th, Mercury goes retrograde. So yeah, people get nervous when Mercury goes retrograde. So please do not get nervous when Mercury goes retrograde. Shouldn't be getting nervous around any retrograde at all, because planets don't go backwards and planets don't go backwards and they don't go slower. Gives us an opportunity to slow down. So yeah, Venus is retrograde, so slow down when it comes to money matters and when it comes to matters of love. And lunar eclipse can cause me to get quite emotional, because lunar eclipse is all about letting go of ancestral and childhood traumas and anything attached to that. So let's get into it. Let's set the tone. I am safe and protected. So I am safe and protected. Talking to you, Aries, wherever Aries is in your birth chart. Let's set the tone. So that's the tone. That's the overarching theme right there. So you set an intention. I am safe and protected. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. 279, synchronicity. Look for signs. So things that keep happening are connected. So even if it doesn't seem to be, the recent patterns in your life are signals from your angels. So today, ask for follow-up signs, and remember that angels speak with lots of repetition. So draw a second card today and see what your angels have to say after you've spent some time paying more conscious attention. 279. So High Priestess energy. You're trying to close out a cycle, and while you're in hermit mode, right? So that's a sign right there, right? You have High Priestess energy here. You're trying to close out something. 2 and 7 is 9. You're trying to close out a symbol with two energies while you're in hermit mode. 2 and 7 is 9. Hermit, right? So you're going into hermit mode. We have a full moon in Virgo. Virgo symbol card in tarot is the Hermit card, right? And so you're trying to close out a cycle. You're trying to close out a cycle with two energies while you're in hermit mode, right? So you're trying to take some kind of action. You are trying to initiate closing out a cycle. You are trying to initiate closing out a cycle with two energies while in hermit mode, right? So we're in full moon cycle right now. It's not technically a full moon, but we're in full moon cycle right now, full moon phase right now. And the moon, I want to say when you watch this video, is probably like 92, 94% waxing gibbous moon. But it's illuminated enough for you to know exactly who you need to go ahead and close out a cycle with. You may not be 100% sure yet, but you know exactly who you need to close out a cycle with within yourselves. It's like, okay, anybody that's causing any kind of confusion, in your spirit, where you say, okay, you may feel like you may need to initiate some kind of conversation with in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's see what this first card is coming out the deck. Oh, I saw Pentacles on the bottom. So I saw 7 of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, so 7 would be closing out a cycle. Source is making something make sense. 7 is closure. 7 is closure. So 7 source is bringing something to a closure. We see the 7 here. So maybe you need to say something 7 times. And that's number 7. Source, maybe source need to. Source will give you a name at the end of 7 times. You bring in, asking a question, something 7 times. Maybe source will bring a name to you. All right. Oh, it's Tower. You get a Tower. So unwanted change, ruin, disgrace, sudden upheaval, disaster. So somebody's having a Tower moment. They're having an awakening here. You are safe and protected, but Queen of Cups here, compassion, a nurturing person, healing, calm, support, comfort. So there could be a water sign that you're bringing something to an end. 7 of Cups here. Choices, daydreaming, searching for purpose. Water again. Closing out a cycle with somebody with water. Could be a man or woman. You're bringing something to a close. Could be a Scorpio. 4 of Cups here. Apathy, feeling unfulfilled, contemplation, disconnectedness. Water again. Wow, okay. We got water again. Bringing something to a close. 4 and 7. 7 and 4 is 11. So you're kind of getting off the fence of your emotions here. Again, 10 of Pentacles, something or somebody in your family. 10 of Pentacles, leaving a legacy, building assets, combination, retirement, inheritance. Something is being retired. So there it is. Somebody in your family. Somebody in your family. You're finally closing out something with somebody in your family. It's either family or somebody that's like family. You're finally saying goodbye. Y'all finally just going ahead and just go ahead and closing it out. You're safe and protected. Because you've been getting all these downloads. And you're divinely protected, but it's going to cause some kind of upheaval. It's definitely going to cause something because somebody just feels like something has been ruined. Some kind of upheaval. But you're the one that's initiating something. You're the one that's closing something out. Why? What happened? What happened, Source? What happened with Aries and this person? What happened? Talking to you, it doesn't really matter if you're a man or woman. It doesn't really matter. But why is Aries initiating this change here, though? Doesn't matter whether you're younger, older. What happened with Aries and this Scorpio? Because this is a Scorpio. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. What happened with that you're breaking some kind of a legacy? What happened? What kind of emotional changes happened here? What happened? I feel like you going into hermit mode must have caused some kind of upheaval. Like you may be wanting, maybe you going into, people may have felt like you going into hermit mode, like you wanting a softer life, Aries, may have caused some people to, maybe it would kind of cause it in reverse. Almost like people are so used to being familiar with you initiating things. It may have caused some people to feel some kind of way. What happened? 9 of Wands, resilience, keeping, maintaining boundaries, grit, last stand. 9 of Wands. It's almost people like almost got familiar with people almost like they got familiar with almost like they were saving you from something. I feel like some people almost feel like they gave you something to do. Let me see how I can word this. People felt like they were saving you in a sense. It almost felt like, looking at your cards, it's almost in the reverse though. It's almost like people like to sometimes feel like, Aries, you are the bossy one. But it almost feels like people felt like they were saving you from something in a sense. I don't know how that sounds to somebody. But you are safe and protected with Source. The Source really wants you to increase your prayer life, your prayer and meditation life, and just really turn your face to Source. So I almost feel like whoever these energies were almost giving you this false sense that they were saving you from something. Two of Wands, waiting for results, planning, making decisions, leaving home. Yeah, I almost feel like you're leaving something behind and you're not coming back. Yeah, somebody you're not talking to. One of these energies you're not talking to. I feel like you're going to kind of get out there and start traveling because the window of opportunity for you is wide open. Window of opportunity for you is wide open. I feel like somebody's almost treating you, like in terms of age range, Aries, almost feel like somebody's treating you like you're a kid, like you're a child, like you can't do stuff on your own almost. Hangman, wisdom, release, self-sacrifice, martyrdom, get a unique perspective. I feel like somebody almost feels guilty, like you were sacrificed or something like that, and like somebody almost been like they trying to save you from being sacrificed or something like that. That's what I feel like. I feel like somebody feels like you were sacrificed. This almost feels like an older sibling or something who felt like you were sacrificed or something, and they feel like they got to save you. They're looking out for you or watching over you for something like that. Yeah, this is what the Strength card is. Instead of praying for you, like praying for your strength. Yeah, instead of praying for your inner strength and your confidence and good health and bravery and focus and showing you compassion, it's almost like enabling a person. It puts you in a karmic cycle though, because it's almost like they're, you know what I'm saying? It's like a sibling parent that holds on too tight. It puts you in a karmic cycle. It doesn't give you an opportunity to grow up yourself. It doesn't give you an opportunity to be a parent to your kids if you have kids. It doesn't give you an opportunity to ever be an adult. And let you know that you are safe and protected. Yeah. Doesn't really give you an opportunity to see what your purpose is, to enjoy success and joy and material happiness in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So 9 of Pentacles here. I do see you being having independent success, luxury, rewards, self-sufficiency, financial gains, solo pleasures, fruits of your labor. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. So I almost feel like it's somebody's keeper, like somebody's brother's keeper or sister's keeper, whether it's brother, sister, brother and sister, 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 brother, brother. But it doesn't give somebody an opportunity to grow up. When you think about like the age range of like Aries from ages 1 through 7, Taurus from ages 7 through 14, Gemini 14 through, and then the next 7, and then 7, goes all the way up. But yeah, so that's the energy I'm kind of sort of picking up here. It's almost like somebody almost feels like you're not going to be safe and protected. Here we also have the 3 of Wands here. Two of Wands. So I feel like somebody's going to be praying for your strength and just letting you know that they're part of your team. Praying for your strength and letting you know that they are part of your team. But breaking some kind of a generational cycle, chain, and curse. But you're going to be the one that's breaking some kind of a cycle, chain, and curse. I see you are the one that's pouring into yourself. You're the one that's going to be closing out a cycle. Like you're the one that's initiating some kind of a chain. you're the one that's breaking some kind of cycle, chain, and curse. But you're the one that's looking for some kind of sign. I don't know if I'm talking to a man or woman. I'm probably talking to men and women. But you're going off on this independent journey, because I do see somebody doing a lot of traveling. I do see somebody no longer falling for some kind of bait, because this 2 and 3 is 5 of wands. You know, I definitely feel like somebody's not going to fall for some kind of bait. 9 of cups here. I see a lot of your wishes being fulfilled here. A lot of your wishes being fulfilled here. 6 of wands here. 2, 5. Again, 5 and 6. I see you back in the saddle again here. Here we have the Ace of Wands here. New projects, creation, willpower, inspiration, romance. Here we got going on here. Yeah, love coming across. Somebody has a new love coming across their path. Happy surprise. Dreamer. Somebody has a message of like just this, almost like this new lease on life coming through. This is good. This is really, really good coming through. I feel like that happens a lot with Aries, where people almost feel like no matter what your age is, people almost feel like they have to take you under their wing like their little brother, little sister in a sense, because, which in a sense, you all have this fearlessness, but it's like a childlike fearlessness no matter what your age is. And I get that because of, in terms of like astrological age, you have this like between the ages of 1 through 7 years old, like that's fearlessness, right? On the light side of Aries. And then Taurus comes after that, then Gemini comes after that, and then Cancer, and then so on and so forth, you know, after that. But you're reassuring people who love you that you're going to be okay, that they can pray for your strength. And this is what's happening during this lunar eclipse, that and these are loved ones, people who have an emotional attachment to you, especially if you have kids, that it's okay to pray for your strength, because you're pouring into your kids, or you're pouring into your relationships, especially if y'all share some kind of a bond, that you were put into some kind of survival mode, and have some kind of, you know, like with lunar eclipse, there's some kind of a traumatic something, you know, that people may not know about. So, not trying to trigger anybody, but you know. All right, let's get ready to close this out. Let's see what else we got going on here. So you are safe and protected. You are safe and protected. Safe and protected. Safe and protected. Let's get in. See what else is going on here. Safe and protected. See what else is going on here. Safe and protected. So I'm seeing here that somebody kind of sort of moving on from the past, of just like something, looking back at the past, of people saying that you have a smart mouth or some kind of argument or something like that. You moving on from something. And then again, you and somebody moving on from some kind of past argument or whatever, moving on to financial independence. Moving on from some past argument and building some kind of a new legacy moving forward. Some kind of new legacy. And I see some kind of thriving moving forward. Some kind of thriving. Lots of money moving forward. Some kind of a new legacy here. Somebody's definitely doing some mirror work. instead of somebody looking in the mirror and just kind of sort of seeing some kind of darkness when they look in the mirror, it's almost like a person saying, you know, if I wouldn't want to say it to me, I wouldn't want to say it. If I wouldn't want to say it about me, some kind of darkness said about me, I wouldn't want to say it. I wouldn't say it to someone else. So I definitely see somebody not talking about, not talking to people who talk about people behind their backs. So I definitely see somebody moving on from that. Somebody is now know who's responsible, what man and woman are responsible for maybe something that was dark, saying something to somebody. When I say dark, I'm not talking about in terms of complexion. I'm talking about like in terms of like harsh words that may have been said to. Let me see. 7, 8, 9, 10. Somebody knows who was responsible for saying something maybe harsh to someone. Or somebody may not have felt safe. Somebody may not have felt safe. Alright, so Ace of Wands here. So something new is happening here. So some new ideas moving forward. Some new ideas moving forward. Somebody is now not even focusing on who's behind past ideas. Somebody is not going back to all of this old dark energy. Somebody is focusing on not, you know, karmic. Somebody is not going back to like karmic conversations and who's succumbed to passive and powerless behavior and all that other negative conversation. It's a very vulnerable time for everybody. Looking at the cards here, somebody is free from all of that ruthlessness. Somebody is now focusing on moving on from who said what behind somebody's back and all of the negative stuff, who assassinated whose character behind someone's back. Just freeing yourself from all of that, trying to stay focused. It's a lot of ancestors here in the cards. Instead, someone on a throne and somebody's helping people to, you know, adjust the crown and focusing on moving on from some things. But again, safe and protected, looking at the cards here. So just looking for signs. Somebody's looking for some signs from ancestors. All right, let's close it out. Looking for signs from ancestors. All right, let's close it out. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Shadow. Somebody's doing the shadow work. Shadow work. Doing the shadow work. Self-love. That could be a man or woman with their shadow self, their inner child. Inner child. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. Inner child. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this has been extremely helpful. Hopefully this has been extremely helpful. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. I will see you all in the next video. All right. Bye.